but up toward your throat. Start to lift the pelvic floor. And then dome up onto your fingertips. There's not a lot of weight there, but just again, you're stretching the fronts of the arms. And then think about rotating the armpits so that they face one another. So you're externally rotating the upper arm, but it's like the armpits turn and face one another. Now press your palms down so that the index knuckle and the thumbs press down. So no more domed fingertips, and tuck your toes under. Take a deep breath in. Now keep your shoulders pressing back as you lift your hips up into a downward facing dog. Make sure, again, you're focusing on the index knuckle and the thumb pressing forward and down. The upper arms externally rotate still. If you find you're rounding your back, soften your knees. Draw your tailbone and sits bones up and back. Good. Take any little creases off of the front of your ankles by lifting your kneecaps up. And then let's set the metronome for the breath. Exhale everything out. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through the nose, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. So there's a lot of distractions when we're outside. So when you lose that breath, because I won't be counting it the entire time, find that metronome internally so that you reconnect to it and then move from there. Walk your feet out as wide as the mat and then walk them forward until your heels pretty much touch the floor. If that's not possible, that's okay. Just keep the knees softening. Reach your left hand toward your right ankle or calf. You may have to put your right hand a little bit more toward the center and introduce a gentle twist into the upper spine. Now pull the navel toward the front of the spine still, and your gaze is toward your right armpit. 2, 3. Okay, so extend the left arm out onto the floor and then change sides. Right hand to the left ankle or calf. 1, 2, 3. Release that right hand down and then walk your feet forward until the feet are all the way underneath the hips, and bring the feet about 2 fist distance apart in between the balls of the feet. Soften the knees and press the palms down. If you can't reach the floor, you can use your blocks or just hold on to opposite elbows so that you're grounding into something. Drop the back of your head. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Soften the knees. Take the feet out as wide as the mat with the toes turning out slightly, and then bend the knees and find a deep squatting position, bringing the hands to a prayer in front of the heart. Lift up in the pelvic floor and press the sternum up toward your thumbs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Back of the neck is long. Gaze toward the tip of your nose. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, hands to the floor. Exhale, lift your hips up and fold over your legs. Softening the knees, bring the feet together. Keep the knees soft, chin to chest, roll up to stand. Ooh, feedback, sorry. All right, so now you're going to turn your left ear toward your left shoulder, and then reach your left arm up and hold on to your right ear. Now you have a few options what you can do with that right hand. You can reach it down, and the more you reach the fingertips down, the more intense the stretch will be on the side of the right neck. Or you can turn the right palm away and bring the top of the right hand toward the top of the back left hip, and then move the elbow a little bit away from the hip for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the right hand down if it's in that half bind. Draw the chin to the chest and then lift the head up. And then take it to the other side. The right ear goes toward the right shoulder. The right arm goes and picks up. You're not pulling on the head, you're just draping the arm over the ear. And then the left fingertips can either just reach down or turn the left palm behind you. Top of the left hand to the back of the right hip. Left elbow moves a little bit away. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Release the left hand, draw the chin to the chest, and then lift the head up. Draw your arms alongside of your ears and interlace your hands overhead into a fist. Push the fist up, push your heels down, navel up and in. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, side bend to your left. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, bring your hands to a prayer in front of the heart and come to the top of the mat in Tadasana, mountain seat. Close your eyes for a moment. Okay, get rid of the cars, get rid of the other people on the field, get rid of the sun. Why are you here? Have an intention for your practice. And then exhale everything out. As you inhale, take the prayer overhead and look toward the thumbs. Exhale, fold forward and reach the arms to the floor. As you inhale, step the right leg back and look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. Move the heart forward another inch, then hug the elbows to the ribs as you bend them, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pull the upper arm bones back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the right leg straight up and back. Exhale, step the right foot in between your hands. Inhale, look forward, press the left heel back. Exhale, left foot next to right, fold over the legs. Inhale, press into the feet, raise all the way up to stand, arms overhead. Exhale, fold forward again, pressing the palms down. Inhale, step the left leg back, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good, everybody. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Without rotating at the hips, inhale, lift the left leg straight up and back. Exhale, left foot steps between the hands. Inhale, right heel back, heart forward. Exhale, right foot next to left, fold over the legs at the top of the mat. Inhale, press into the feet, raise all the way up to stand. Arms extending overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, arms by the side. As you inhale, hook your thumbs, reach your arms up and arch back. Exhale, bend your knees and dive forward, swinging arms behind the back, interlace fingers, and then fold, straightening arms and legs. Inhale, bend knees, hands down, right leg back, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, point the toes, slide the heart forward and up, Bhujangasana. Good. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps between the hands. Exhale, left foot next to right, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach arms forward, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, reverse it, bend the knees, dive forward, interlace hands, fold. Inhale, bend knees, hands down, left leg back, looking up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward and up, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck the toes, seat to heels, lift the hips, downward dog. Inhale, left foot steps forward, right heel back. Exhale, right foot next to left, fold over the legs at the top of the mat. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, reach arms forward, stand up, straighten legs, arch back. Exhale, arms by the side. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, fold, hands down, then lift the hips up, fold over the legs. Inhale, give a little halfway lift. Exhale, stepping or hopping back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you inhale, step the right foot forward, bring the left heel down, raise up, warrior one. Listen carefully. Exhale, open arms and hips to the side, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Left hand on the left thigh, right arm alongside the right ear. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, step back, chaturanga. Big motion. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel to the mat, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, step back and lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog again. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel to the floor, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, step back, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Last one, stay with your breath. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel down, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse it. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, step back and lower. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Stay here, find your breath if you lost it. Breathe in. Breathe out, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, gaze forward. Inhale, step or hop lightly between the hands, looking up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bend your knees, Utkatasana, arms reach overhead. Exhale, come up to stand, Tadasana. Okay, another Utkatasana. Inhale, bend the knees, take the arms overhead. And then you're gonna bring your hands to your hips. Draw your tailbone down, so it's like you're pulling your navel to the front of the spine. Then keep your hands on your hips, keep bent low. Extend the left big toe out to the left. Exhale, draw it in. Inhale, right big toe out to the right. Exhale, in. Inhale, left, so stay low. Exhale, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. One more time each side. Left, center. Inhale, right. Exhale, center. Inhale, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, come up to stand, arms by the side. As you inhale, again, deeply bend your knees, chair pose, Utkatasana. Inner knees squeeze together. Exhale, hands to prayer and twist. Left elbow outside of right thigh. Inhale, pull the outer left hip crease back. Exhale, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale, this looks good, everybody. Three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, come back to center. Don't rush it. Exhale, come up to stand, mountain pose, Tadasana. Other side. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands to prayer, twist over to your left. Outer right hip pulls back, inner knees squeeze together. Breathe in. Breathe out, one. Inhale. Exhale, two. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, four. Inhale. Exhale, five. Inhale, come back to center, arms reach overhead. Exhale, coming up to stand, grabbing your waist, separating your feet about 6 to 8 inches apart. Keep them parallel. Pull the elbows back. As you inhale, press pelvis forward, lift chest up and back. Exhale, folding forward, hinging from your hips. Soften your knees, scoop up your big toes with your peace fingers. Look forward as you inhale. Draw your heart forward, your hips up and back. Exhale, elbows bend out as your hips lift up. That does mean that you can keep a little bend in the knees. And if you have a little bend in the knees, think about lifting the kneecaps up the fronts of the legs. 2. Relax your jaw and head. 3. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, look forward, release your big toes. Exhale, bring your hands to the fronts of your shins. Inhale, look forward and open your chest forward so the shoulder blades move down the back. Press your thigh bones back and grow your spine an inch longer. As you inhale, you can always keep a little bend in the knees, I recommend it. Reach your arms forward alongside of your ears and have your palms facing inward. 1, 2, 3, nice long spine. 4, as you inhale, press into the feet, lift all the way up to stand. Exhale, catch your hips with your hands. Soften your knees. Inhale, step your left leg back. Exhale, parallel your feet over toward the soccer goal on your left-hand side. When you extend your arms out to a T, your wrists and your ankles are relatively in one line, so you're not too wide. Turn your right toes forward, your back toes in a little bit. As you inhale, reach out over your right leg and pull both hips back toward your left inner thigh. Exhale, right hand to the right shin, left arm up, Trikonasana. Now, if the sun is right in your face, you can keep your gaze over toward the side. That's fine. Breathe in. Breathe out. 1. Lower front ribs soften in. 2. No need to reach down super low. Good. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale, draw the left arm alongside of the left ear. Soften the right knee. That means just a little bend, not a warrior 2 bend. As you inhale, pick the right arm up so it frames the right ear. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift all the way up to stand, keeping the arms where they are. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. Keep your arms where they are, alongside the ears. Bend your left elbow and reach for the center of your back with your left hand. Hold on to it with your right hand and draw the elbow a little bit more behind the head. Good. Option to reach the right arm around and hold on to your fingertips. So your torso still faces over toward the left-hand side. Make sure you're pressing your right heel down and make sure your right knee is still moving over the second and third toes of your right foot for 2. Inhale, pelvic floor lifts. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Releasing the bind, inhale, extend the right leg, reach arms both parallel to the floor. Exhale, reverse the triangle. Inhale, come back up to center, arms parallel. Exhale, bend the right knee, warrior 2. Inhale, place the right hand down outside of the right foot. Exhale, left arm alongside the left ear. So we're still facing toward the front. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Now really press your right knee into your right upper arm. If you're having a hard time connecting the palm to the floor and you don't have blocks, push your fist down. You get an extra 4 inches of space. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Lift that right inner thigh or left inner thigh up a bit, Amy. Yeah. Exhale, 5. Inhale, take the left hand down so it's framing the right foot. Pick up the back heel. Exhale, extend the front leg and move your back foot in until both feet ground. As you inhale, pull your outer right hip crease back. Exhale, folding over the extended right leg, bringing your heart toward the right big toe. If you're having problems reaching the floor, you can hold onto your shin. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now lift up just a little bit. Soften the right knee and bring your left hand to the floor, a block, or your right ankle. Your left hand to the floor, a block, or your right ankle outside of the right foot. Outside. There we go. Take your right thumb to your right hip crease. As you inhale, pull the right hip crease back, extending the right leg. Now slide your right hand to the sacral area, that flat, hard part of the spine. As you inhale, open your chest by squeezing the shoulder blades a bit together. Keep your hips where they are. Exhale, right arm up, rotated triangle. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Darren, move your back foot in a little bit until the heel grounds. Good. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring both hands down, framing the right foot. Soften the right knee, catch your hips with your hands. Inhale, lift up to stand. Exhale, re-parallel your feet over toward the left and find that alignment where your wrists are in line with your ankles. Then, if you know you need your blocks, make sure your blocks are with you. Turn your left toes out toward the highway there, right toes in. Raise arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, reach out over the left leg, Trikonasana, triangle. Left hand to left shin, right arm up. The kneecaps draw up on both legs. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Draw your tailbone as if you could touch your right inner thigh. Good. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, soften your left knee just a little bit. Take the right arm alongside the right ear, palm down. Navel to the front of the spine, left arm alongside the left ear. And then think about opening your chest up toward the sky as you draw your tailbone back toward your right inner thigh for 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift all the way up. Arms stay where they are as you bend your left knee, warrior 2. The left knee moves to the left, so it's over the second and third toes. The right elbow bends, and you touch the center of the back with the right hand. Using your left hand on the right elbow for support. Option to reach the left arm out and around and grabbing your fingertips behind your back. Take out any extra arching in the lower back by lifting your hip creases up. 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Excellent, everybody. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Releasing the bind. Inhale, come up to stand. Arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, reverse your triangle. Right hand stays on the right thigh. Good. Inhale, come back up to center. Arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, left hand down outside of left foot, or push your fist down if you don't have blocks. Exhale, right arm up and over the right ear. The pinky finger angles down. And as you push your chest up toward the sky, the left outer knee pushes into the left upper arm. 2. Inhale. Good. 3. Connect that right outer edge of foot to the floor. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, right hand down, pick up the back heel. Exhale, extend the front leg and narrow your stance until your right heel grounds. And you're not on a tightrope, you're on railroad tracks. So that right heel comes a bit out to the right. Look forward and soften the outer left hip back, but keep the left big toe pressing forward and down. Exhale, fold. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. block, or if you don't have a block, your left ankle. It's on the outer edge. Take your left thumb into your left hip crease. Pull your heart forward, pull the left hip back, left big toe down. Exhale, left hand to the sacral area. Inhale, squeeze between the shoulder blades, opening your chest. Exhale, left arm up. Inhale. Good. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, bring both hands to the floor. Exhale, soften the left knee. Grab your waist with your hands. Inhale, lifting up to stand. Exhale, parallel the outer edges of the feet again toward that left hand side. Move your elbows so they point back. The thumbs come to the sacral area. Inhale, open the chest as the hips come forward and down. Exhale, reverse that. Folding forward, bringing the hips up and back, bringing your hands to the floor underneath your shoulders. Everyone, soften your knees. Think about ripping your mat in half with the outer edges of your feet so you pull them apart. Exhale, elbows bend as you walk your hands back a bit. Maybe the hands come in line with your heels. Elbows bend back like chaturanga. Lift your hips up as you pull yourself down. Your head does not have to touch the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. So the heels stay very much grounded down and pulling away from each other. 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, give a little halfway lift and walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Exhale, bend just the right knee, keeping both soles of feet planted. Skandasana. Good. As you inhale, come back up, extending the right leg. Exhale, bend the left knee. Outer edge of right foot stays down. Good. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend over to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, heel toe your feet so they're about your outer hips with distance apart and parallel. Soften your knees. You're going to start walking yourself, keeping your feet on where they are, but you're going to pivot on the balls of the feet, and you're going to walk yourself so you're facing forward and then to the opposite way. So your right leg is going to cross over your left. So keep on walking. If you're confused, look at Sam up here. You're going to walk forward, and then you're going to keep on twisting so your right leg comes over your left. So your feet stay where they are. You just pivot in place so your right knee comes over your left. Lift up onto the balls of your feet and slowly come all the way down to the floor. So the knees are going to touch first. You're going to sit in Gomukhasana. Your ankles move apart, and then you sit in between your ankles. Yeah, we got there. If you came out of it, come forward onto your knees and really scoot the right knee in front of the left and sit in between the ankles. Hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers. Now all I want you to do here is sit up as tall as you can. So Darren, move your right knee over your left. It's like you really got to go to the bathroom and you're holding it in. Good. Now keep your seat disconnected to the floor, and you're going to start reaching your heart forward on a diagonal. Don't hook your chin in front of your knee. I just want you to think about moving your heart away from your hips. 1. There we go. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Your shoulders don't need to come close to your ears. Good. 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Now inhale, lift yourself up if you're folding forward, and release your big toes. Take your arms alongside of your ears as you inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to a prayer and twist, bringing the left elbow to the outer right thigh. So it's not Ardha Matsyendrasana, it's just a Gomukhasana twist. Press your right palm into your left, and you're going to find that diagonal that you just did in the torso. So the head and the tail are in one long diagonal line. 1. And the more you push that right hand into the left, the more the left outer hip is going to feel. 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And now come back to center. You can release the hands from a prayer. Keep the spine long, counter twist. 1 breath to your left. Come back to center. Okay, listen carefully. Bring your hands down in front of you onto the floor. Lift your hips up as you tuck your toes under. And you can watch Amy over here in the upper right-hand corner. She's going to start to extend her hips up. And then she's going to come out of it the same way she came in. Walking herself until her legs are parallel. Yeah, okay, we did it. Now you're going to do the exact opposite. Walk your hands back to the back of the mat. Keep your legs as they are. Just twist at the feet. Good. And then come and sit down and go Mukhasana again. Lifting your hips up. The left knee comes over the right. Yeah, good. Happy Monday. Adjust yourself as you need. You may have to scoot forward a little bit, and you really want to wedge that left knee in front of the right and keep your ankles as equidistant as possible from one another. Hold on to your big toes with your peace fingers. Lift your heart up and just stay here for a moment. Try not to jut the head back or the chin forward. Keep a long back of spine. You can stay like this or start to reach forward at a diagonal. So it's only about 45 degrees. Your heart moves forward and you push your tailbone back. 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lifting the torso up. Exhale, release your big toes. Inhale, take the arms alongside of the ears. Exhale, hands to prayer, twist, bringing the right elbow to the outer left thigh. Push your left hand into your right and grow your heart away from your hips. 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Good. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, come back to center. Keep a long spine as you exhale. Counter twist 1 breath to your right. Inhale, come back to center. Hands to the floor in front of you, lifting your hips up and tucking your toes. Walk yourself back to the back of the mat, unfurling yourself, paralleling the outer edges of your feet. Good. Then grab your hips. As you inhale, lift all the way up to stand. No need to arch back. Exhale, bring your feet together. How are we doing now? Come to the top of the mat, please. Feet all the way together. Okay. As you inhale, you're going to bend the right knee into your chest and give it a hug. Good. And then you're going to bring your hands and interlace them underneath your right thigh and shake your right thigh into the weight of your right thigh is in your hands. So you're not hiking up your right hip crease. That leg is being held by the hands. Now inhale, puff up the chest. Exhale, flex and extend right leg. Inhale, point the right toes, bend the right knee. Exhale, flex and extend. Inhale, point and bend. Exhale, flex and extend. Good. Inhale, point and bend. Now bring your hands to your hips. Keep the right foot pointed. Bend the left knee and cross the right knee over the left. Now, if you can't double wrap the foot, that's fine. Now look down at your knees for a moment. Bend that standing leg and draw your knees in line with your sternum. Bring your arms out to a T and turn your palms up. Cross the right elbow in front of the left in front of your body. Now, if this is too much to double wrap your arms into eagle arms, you can just give yourself a hug, reaching for your shoulder blades. Sit down and back, then bring your elbows in front of your right knee. Now, as you inhale, push back in the elbows, forward in the heart, Garudasana. 1, 2, good. Bend that standing knee a little bit more there. And 3, 4, good. 5. Inhale, come on out of it. Exhale, let it go. Shaking off the cobwebs, right? Okay, draw the left knee into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Push that right foot down and lift your chest up, and then bring your hands interlaced underneath your left thigh. Give it a little shake out. relax and extend. Inhale, pointed bend. Now keep the foot and the knee as they are on the left side. Catch your waist. Bend your right knee like a chair pose and bring the left knee over the right, maybe double wrapping or just hugging the left heel toward the right inner or outer calf. Then bring your arms out to a T, palms up. Then bring the arms forward and bring the left elbow in front of the right, or if that's too much, give yourself a hug. Reach your elbows forward and sit a little bit lower. And then you can bring your elbows in front of the left knee, or at least the attempt to come down. And if you touch the knee, back in the elbows forward in the heart. 1, very good. 2, don't be afraid to bend that standing leg. 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, come out of it, unfurl, let it go. Okay. Bring your feet together. Bring your hands into a prayer. As you inhale, lift your heels up off the floor. Exhale, squeeze your ankles toward one another. Imagine you're sliding down the wall with your back as you bend your knees and bring your seat down toward your lifted heels. Bring your knees a little bit forward, bring your chest a little bit back. Good. Parivrtta Bakasana, side crow. So you're going to turn your knees to the left, pivoting a little bit on your feet. Now, you can use blocks underneath your hands. You can also use a block underneath your feet. You're going to bring your left elbow outside of the right thigh and try not to hook the right elbow into the right hip crease. You let it float alongside of the right side of the body. Tip forward and maybe you just stay here, or maybe the heels can float off the floor, side crow. 1, very nice. 2, 3. Good. Place your feet down. Okay, now to go to the other side, you're going to walk your knees forward, shuffling on your feet a little bit, and then you're going to bring your knees over to the right. So you have your mat in front of you for your hands to go on. The hands are no wider than like chaturanga arms. Right elbow comes outside of the left thigh. Both hands come down. As you inhale, tip the weight forward, elbows hug back, the chest stays open, side crow. Inhale, nice Amy. 1, good. 2, and 3. Place your feet down, bring your knees forward, and then walk yourself back to a downward dog. On an inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Bring the forehead to the mat. I know, all these little like black rubber flakes. Something to get used to. Arms alongside of you. Tops of hands touch the mat. Bring your legs together and squeeze the inner thighs, but keep the tops of the feet pressing down, even the pinky toe edge of the top of the foot. Lift your shoulders up off the floor like you're squeezing a pencil between the shoulder blades. Keep the legs squeezing together but also lengthened, and lift your legs up now off the floor. So lifting head, chest, and legs, but the tops of the hands stay down. Shalabhasana A. 1. Elongate the backs of your knees. 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, lowering down, bringing your hands by your lower rib cage, tucking your toes. Inhale, press your seat back to your heels like a child's pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. On an inhale, come forward to plank pose. Exhale, this time lower the knees, chest, and chin to the floor. Inhale, slide the heart forward and up, Bhujangasana. Now keep your chest lifted in Bhujangasana as you bend your knees and reach for your feet or ankles. Pull the navel to the front of the spine. As you inhale, kick the feet up into the hands. Dhanurasana. Back of neck stays long. 1. Inhale. Excellent. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. release, lowering down. You can bring the inner knees to touch and have a little windshield wipering of the knees. Second bridge pose, or if you're ready for an upward bow, you can place the palms down next to the ears, the elbows point up to the ceiling, and if you have blocks or restorative bridge is also fine. Find that lengthening of the tailbone, and then as you inhale, press down and lift up. Bridge, restorative bridge, or upward bow. Very nice. Breathe in. Breathing out 1. Excellent, everybody. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Chin to chest, lowering down. You can windshield wiper the knees again. Okay, without too much hesitation, place hands and feet. Bridge, restorative bridge, or upward bow. And you know me, I like to do 2, so this one's for 10 minutes. Lengthen the tail. Inhale, press down and lift up. Inhale. Exhale 1. Good. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, come down. Everyone come down and bring the inner knees to touch and your feet about as wide as your mat. And just bring your arms on your belly if you don't want any of that rubber stuff on the backs of your arms, or you can go out to a T, whatever feels better. Okay, you're going to bring both knees down to the left, not stacked. Your feet are going to stay exactly where they are on the outer edges of the mat. Then pick your left ankle up and cross it to the outer right thigh. Pull the navel to the front of the spine. The arms can come out or they can stay on your belly, your preference. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Uncross the left ankle, place the left foot out as wide as the mat, lift the knees up, and then drop both knees over to the right, so they're not stacked. Then lift the right ankle up and cross it to the outer left thigh. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, uncross the ankles, come back up, and then hold on to your kneecaps with your hands. Pick the feet just a little bit up off the floor and start to move your knees in like a figure 8 rotation, rocking the sacral area from side to side. You can move the knees as a unit or separately. And then slowly start to hug the knees into the chest, but keep your head and your shoulders grounded. Hug your forehead to your knees, pulling the navel to the spine and rock up to a seated position. Then turn to face me, please, and extend your legs forward. Flex your feet and move the flesh away from underneath your sits bones, sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands right next to your hips for Dandasana. So lift the chest up, so there's an engagement between the shoulder blades. The heels press forward. The tailbone and the sits bones move back, so it's almost like you're moving into an anterior pelvic tilt. Keep this length in the spine. Lift the kneecaps up the fronts of the legs, and then exhale, fold, reaching for your feet or ankles. Feel free to bend the knees if you're overly rounding in the upper back. As you inhale, look towards your big toes and use your arm strength to pull the back ribs forward. Exhale, fold deeper for 1. Paschimottanasana. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Exhale 6. Inhale. Exhale 7. Inhale. Exhale 8. Inhale. Exhale 9. Inhale. Exhale 10. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, sitting upright. As you inhale, draw the right knee into the chest. And then exhale, place the right foot to the outside of the left calf for Ardha Matsyendrasana. You can stay here with the left leg extended, or you can fold the bottom leg in. Just don't sit on your left heel. As you inhale, lift your left arm up, take the right hand behind you. Exhale, twist. Left elbow outside of right thigh. As you inhale, move the right rib cage back into the center so you sit up taller for 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, facing forward. Exhale, counter twisting. Inhale, come back to center. Ankle to knee, Agni Stambhasana. Either the right shin stacks over the left, or you can keep your bottom leg extended and the right ankle is crossed over the left thigh in a figure 4. Flex your feet wherever you are, and then exhale, folding forward. So the right shin is still crossed. Other leg. There. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, lift yourself up. Raise your knees up and extend the legs forward. Draw the left knee into the chest and then place the left foot to the outer right calf. You can fold the bottom shin in if you did that on the other side. Just don't sit on the right heel. Take the left hand behind you and inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, twist to the left, hooking right elbow outside of left thigh. Then use that back hand to not recline, but to lift the spine up taller. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. Inhale, face forward. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, face forward again. Ankle to knee, Agni Stambhasana. Left shin over right, either with the bottom leg folded in and stacked underneath the left shin, or you can extend the bottom leg. Lift the chest, lengthen the spine. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift yourself up. Raise your knees up. Scoot yourself a little bit more toward the front of the mat as you extend your legs. And then slowly lay down on your back. You're going to lay with your feet toward me. Again, get your towels at the ready. It's July. What did we expect, you know? Bring your knees toward the chest, but your feet stay on the floor, and then open your knees apart and soles of feet together in a goddess pose. Take a deep, full breath in, and then exhale out through the mouth. A deep, full breath in, exhaling out through the mouth. Deep breath in, and this time let the breath go completely so there's no more need for controlling of it. legs can stay like this, or you can extend them out into Shavasana with the feet apart and the legs extended. And feel yourself on the ground. And don't ignore any of the elements in play here, right? The cars in the distance, the feel of all those little rubber particles on your body, the sun, the breeze. Let your consciousness move outside of the body. Feel yourself expanding even more. Listening for the furthest sound away from you. You don't have to identify that sound. Just let your consciousness move from sound to sound. Again, acknowledging it but not identifying it. Direct your consciousness to the feeling of your belly rising and falling with breath, trying your best not to control it. The sounds and the distractions still exist out there, but your focus is not on them. The focus is on the belly rising and falling. Feel as you inhale, coolness filling the body. And as you exhale, the tapas, or the heat of the practice, exiting. Inhales bring coolness, calm. Exhales bring release. Side to side. And any other stretching that feels intuitive and right to bring into the body. When you're ready, bend the knees and roll over to your right hand side in a fetal position. And when you're ready, press yourself up to sit, facing forward. When you sit up, try to have as tall of a spine as possible with as little effort as possible. Relax the space behind the eyes and separate the tongue from the roof of the mouth. Let it just sit behind the lower bottom teeth. Again, don't push away any of the external things. Hear the sounds of the cars. Feel of the wind and the sun on your skin, birds, and even with all of those external things going on, again, find the movement of your breath in your body. Uncontrolled, but still very tangible. with either the diaphragm moving or the feeling of cool air coming in and warmer air exiting out through the nostrils. Bringing the hands into a prayer in front of the heart, bowing the head slightly. Thank you so much for being up here in our hot yoga